Wait, I hear a noise.
Ed.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Wow,
Oh my God. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. You know, you're not the only one. This happens occasionally on other people too. But anyhow, good morning.
Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Ruben. It's good to see you. Ed, do you still write for Artez magazine, and where else do you write for?
I write for like 5 other websites.
Well,
You know, but
TotalTheater.com, of course.
the thing is, I'm a senior associate editor at Artez magazine.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah.
but I did want to say I spent a couple of hours. Look at those hats.
Well, you can see. We still can't see you. You
Right.
can't do the video? Is that?
I'm on my cell phone now.
That's okay. All right.
Oh.
What are you doing? No.
Oh,
Hold
no.
on.
Ed?
And I'm sorry, we muted you accidentally. Just unmute again. I'm sorry.
That was me. Oh no.
All right.
Oh, no, we're back. Okay.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I can't get you on my computer for some reason, but I have you on my cell phone.
That's fine. That's fine. We can't see you.
We just asked you to start video, Ed. See if you could start video.
Start my video.
Well, there you go. Perfect.
Oh, perfect. Great. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. We're almost halfway through with the segment now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Very fast.
All right, but let's ask you though. You know, we let Ed be Ed. We let him come on and talk about whatever is on your mind in terms of theater for the past season. Anything that's, you know, instead of just taking a category, what do you feel strongly about? What's been in your head the past bunch of months?
Thank you for asking, because I did do some research to remind myself today. Here's the thing. First of all, everything is Black and gay, and there's much diversity on Broadway, off-Broadway, which I'm very happy about. But I'm not happy that everything, whether the casting is true or good, is questionable. Now, The Death of a Salesman is coming in an all-Black cast, previewing in September on Broadway. It's coming from England. So we're going to have this going on for quite a while, along with Black Lives Matters, the women's movements, all of this jumbled PC stuff. Now, I want to tell you, first of all, my favorite plays of this season of the year.
Okay.
There's a great irony in it. The Minutes.
By Tracy Letts. Okay. Oh no, Ed, you're muted again. We lost you. And you're muted. Oh, there we go.
The girl from the North Country, Paradise Square, Take Me Out, How I Learned to Drive, and Hangman. The irony of it is that all of those, except for How I Learned to Drive, which is 75% capacity, all of those have 50% capacity. People aren't going because it's not Broadway. The plays that they're going to are Hugh Jackman, you know, that boring kind of piece of whatever.
The Music Man. What do you mean a boring piece of whatever?
There's a lot of plays on Broadway, including The Music Man, that's awful, you know, but my favorite play also happens to be Paradise Square, Garth Drab, what's his name?
Drabinsky.
Drabinsky. The irony of it is he hasn't been on Broadway in 20 years.
Well, there's a reason.
And he was in jail, you know, for like, what, 13 months or whatever. And it has now 10 Tony nominations for this play. It was quite wonderful, surprisingly so.
Well, let me ask you, Ed, before you go on from there. One of the things is that show did not get wonderful reviews. I liked it. I found it involving. The Let It Burn scene is amazing. But most critics were like, Matt, do you think that a certain undertow of the negative reviews of that show are because Garth Drabinsky defrauded a lot of people when he was putting up his Broadway shows 15, 20 years ago? They're just mad that he's back on Broadway.
Absolutely. Interestingly enough, the New York Times Review didn't mention that unless you clicked on his name and then they went into the scandal. They didn't, in the review, they didn't say that, which was very nice of them. But I want to tell you the worst plays of the year.
Sure, sure.
The worst play was Macbeth. It was absolutely dreadful, you know, and Daniel Craig.
Why was it so terrible?
Daniel Craig can't handle the Shakespearean language. He's an awful Shakespeare. He's an awful actor on stage. He's a movie person. Ruth Negga, you know, she's very beautiful. She's nominated for a Tony, I think. But the thing is, it just was an awful play. Imagine the end of the play, they all sit down to have soup, a bowl of soup. It's ridiculous. The second play that was the worst, the second play that was the worst was Long Day's Journey into Night at the Minetta Lane Theater. Ooh. The director cut it in half. It was two, both brothers were black. They cut the maid out, who had a wonderful exchange with
well, a lot of revivals cut the maid because it keeps it under 4 hours if you lose the maid scene.
Well, I saw, you know, it's my favorite play, so I was incensed. I saw it when it opened with Frederick March, Florence Eldridge, Jason Robards. And I think Bradford Dillman or someone. The irony of that is I wasn't even born, so it was a prenatal thing I watched. I can't be that old. But Music Man was awful. I don't think Hugh Jackman was good in it, although he was agile enough to jump over a couple of desks and do this and do this. And also, what's her face, who I keep forgetting her name?
Sutton Foster, maybe?
Sutton Foster. Yeah. I happen to like Sutton Foster, but I don't think this was a good role for her. She only had 2 moments. I think it was in Act 2 that she's dealing with the kid, and that brought little tears to my eyes.
Well, that's what Music Man's supposed to do when it's not making you laugh, you know.
I know. But the thing is, what else did I want to say? I'm not sure what else I wanted to say.
Nice
Mrs. Doubtfire was dreadful.
Oh, I did not think so. Why did you think Mrs. Doubtfire was dreadful?
Well, first of all, I thought he was too hyper, but that was supposed to be his role. But the other thing was they changed the ending. When the first time I saw it, they go back together to try to make their marriage work, if I remember correctly. On this one, she stays with the young hot number.
Right.
And she stays with because people want him to fuck her. So the audience, he's great, he's a hump. Does she want to be with that older person? So they changed it. They're changing a lot of plays to pamper the audience.
Well, no. I disagree with you completely on this. I think it's not that she wants to go be a what do you call a cradle robber? What do they call
say a cougar?
A cougar thing. I think they don't belong together anymore. They grew apart. He's changed a bit. She's also changed. She's moved on in the world. They're going to co-parent, and he's going to be a better parent. But
now in this version, yes, that's true in this version. Yeah. But in the original version, which I saw a billion years ago, I don't think that was the case. But I can't be 100% sure.
Okay, no, but I think even the movie, Sally Field does not get back with Robin Williams. It doesn't make it wouldn't be. That would be really pandering if she did. Well, let's hear one more thing that's on your mind from Ed Rubin, who is, you said, the managing editor of Artez, the senior
associate editor.
Senior associate editor of Artez magazine. Give us one more.
You know, it's hard to do all of this holding the phone. By the way, also, I don't think Kimberly Akimbo.
Oh,
what was that? That was wonderful. That was wonderful, and that deserves the award for oh, what's her name? Who stars in it?
Oh, oh, I'm sorry. I don't have that on top of.
Can
But
you
it's coming
believe
on
we,
Broadway.
we
Kimberly Akimbo is moving to Broadway this coming season, so people who didn't see it off Broadway will get to see it, which is great.
it's simply wonderful. She becomes a child. She is this child who is aging with this disease that ages her, etc. But Patti LuPone doesn't deserve to be nominated, and she won. She won Outer Critics, and she won Drama Desk, and she may win Tony. I didn't particularly care for the revival of Company. It had maybe one moment, but she didn't deserve to be nominated. But what happens is Patty is a New Yorker. They love her. They love her, and they vote for their own. They vote for their own,
Well,
and also
yeah, I will. Let me just jump in here. Just my personal thing. Having seen Company twice within a
right,
couple of weeks. First time I saw it, I was not impressed with Patti LuPone. I thought she was
right.
kind of slumming it and kind of. And then I saw her again 3 weeks later, and she was. It was much better. And she kind of at that point I was like, oh yeah, she's Patty.
No,
So
yeah.
she might have been just in a bad, had a bad night.
Well, it could be, but it's. I think it's a nothing role. But the thing is that all of these organizations that give awards, they like to give awards to people that they want to show up, the
Mm,
stars,
right.
if etc. And I've been on several boards of all of the theater organizations, and yes, that's what they do. You know, oh, we would love Patty to come and this. Of
And
course,
Hugh
she come.
Jackman and the
Yeah.
name value, marquee value. I get that. I
Yeah.
do.
So, but anyhow, so that's all I really have to say. However, I also have to say that there were a lot of, and I opened up with this, there were a lot of diverse gay plays that are simply wonderful, wonderful, just wonderful. And, and you could name, I'm not going to name them. There are too many to name, but I'm really happy with this season.
Oh, yay. Well, we are very, very happy that you joined us this season. We finally got you on. Ed
Yeah.
Rubin. Everybody read him, by the way, in Artez magazine. And also, just, we hope you will keep going to the theater year after year and coming back with us to share more of things that only Ed Rubin could say in the way Ed Rubin says them. Ed, thank you very much. Be
I
healthy.
have I have a parting comment.
Go for
It's
it.
just a fact.
Yes.
2 days ago, I sent in a poem that I wrote to the New Yorker, and you're not supposed. You have to sign up to have a special account, blah blah blah, this and that, and it says in the guidelines, do not send more than 2 submissions within a 12-month period. So I opened my cover letter and said I had to laugh because the last time I sent in something to the New Yorker was 60 plus years ago on the advice of my English teacher. So
Wow.
anyhow, I just thought I'd let you know.
Well, thank you. Well, you are an inveterate New Yorker and a
Right.
delight to have in the neighborhood. Ed Rubin, I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you
But
soon. Thank you.
bye-bye. I'm sorry about this mix-up.
Worth waiting for always. Thank you, Ed.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Ed Rubin in the neighborhood, the one, the only, the Ed. There's nobody quite like.
It was nice to see him. He looks great.